All right, we are live with a 1-3 Minnesota Vikings squad. We got plenty to talk about. We'll give her a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, there's tons to talk about in this game. Yeah, I don't know about the squad anymore. It's there's a lot of issues going on here.
A lot of issues. Very winnable game. Baker Mayfield solidifies himself as one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and we still couldn't.
I will eat crow on that. Baker Mayfield looked horrible. I thought he was
always
much
does
more, not even better, but at least a little more efficient. Some of the throws he made were absolutely head scratchers. But to me, that's not the story of this game. To me, the story of this game is it's our head coach Mike Zimmer. I'm falling off the love.
Whoa! Hold on. We're gonna help massage Lupagus's broken soul here. Let's give her a little bit of time here. See if people pop on. Good to see some familiar names here. Not a lot of love for Mike Zimmer. Echoing Mr. Lupagus's thoughts. A lot of rebuild comments. A lot of start it over. Time to flush the turd, says Mike Peterson. Kirk pooped the bed. Fire Zimmer. Rebuild. Got mugged on that last play. Ethan, I love you, but I don't know.
I wouldn't put anything on the last play. Really had nothing to do with it.
All right, let's take a couple deep breaths here as people come in. I might actually have to grab another beer. We'll see.
I grabbed 2. I think we're just going to be a long one.
2? That's it? Maybe I don't need another one.
How many do you have there?
It's a secret. Not telling.
We don't have secrets here. Everything's open. We're a family of purple. We suffer together. We don't share secrets.
I have a lot of secrets that I'm not going to tell, but as we're waiting, make sure to start thinking about your stud and turd, because at the end, we're definitely going to bring you guys on to let us know who your stud and turd of the game is. I've been thinking about this, and I've been struggling. I don't know as of now, I do not know who my stud and turd is.
I know both of mine. 100%.
I'm debating whether or not to take Zimmer off the table for turd, just because that's too easy. My skull has fallen out of my hole. That is very, very discouraging, Aaron, but I can't argue that.
Mine will never, as upset as I am right now, my skull will never be out of my hole.
Bob Swede has some breaking news.
He can pinch the cheeks together and pull that skull right back in if he wants to.
Fire them all. Well, let's do this. Let's just get into this. Let's start off with the initial Lupagus 10 seconds. Thoughts on the game. Sum it up.
We kind of hinted at it. Some things we were concerned about in a video earlier. This is going to be longer than 10 seconds. I already took 10 seconds.
No, that didn't. Nope. You get 10 seconds and you stop.
One of the things was this O-line going to hold up? That was one of our concerns. That was one of the kind of cold waters we threw in the win after the win against the Seahawks, and it didn't. This O-line didn't hold up, and that's a huge story of this game. If you only give me 10 seconds, I think that's a huge point in why they lost this game.
Well, let's see. Hold on. I just saw it. Jelly Monster is summing it up perfectly. Vikings come out hot, come out with that drive, get those first 7 points, and then from then on, we were out-coached left and right on every side of the football. That is that's summing it up right there.
And let's delve in. And where I think the out coaching started, or at least I don't know if it was out coach, but I think Zimmer showed
out coach, not even close.
You're sitting there, you're well within Greg Joseph's field goal range. He is absolutely money from 53 yards out. Instead, he decided to go for it. And what happens on 4th and 4? We throw an ankle pass to Tyler Conklin, like we do every single goddamn time. Why do you not kick the field goal there? Get up by 10 points. To me, that's where this whole thing started to swing in the Browns' favor. And the other part of me that I had to put on coaching because I don't understand what else it could be. The Browns are a strong, run-heavy team, yet you can't stop it. So either you don't have the right personnel or you're telling your D linemen to do something completely different. And otherwise, I just don't get it.
Trevor Lee gets it. Trevor Lee says, you two turds don't know hot garbage when you see it. Agreed.
Well, that was hot garbage.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that bent out of shape that they didn't kick the field goal. I mean, it seems like the Browns and the Vikings both brought their big old balls today and said, screw it, we don't care if it's 4th down, and we're going for it, at least early. So I that didn't bother me that much at the time. It's just the Vikings after that, I'm going to come back to it, but after that first drive, they were just so flat. They were just so not in sync. They gave us so much hope after that first drive. It's like, holy shit, they look damn good against a pretty damn good defense.
Well, and you kind of knew the second drive wasn't going to go as well as the first, but I think they were 3-0, and it was really, really ugly. And then the O-line just started getting dominated. I mean, Garrett Bradbury was completely outmatched, and then Rashad Hill, I saw him on his ass about 12 different times. And then that really, I think, was the difference. For the reason why we couldn't move the ball at all. And also, I think we have to mention the refs did kind of start. They got in there a little bit, affected the outcome of this game too, because Eric Kendricks holding call. Yeah, they did have some jersey there, but that could have been. It wasn't blatant by any means.
All right, hold on. I got breaking news. Trevor Lee, I think, feels bad, and I'm not going to let him off. He called us turds. Continue.
I'm just saying. I mean, there was definitely some questionable calls, but really, when it came down to it, the Vikings couldn't stop the Browns' run attack, and to me, that was a huge difference in this game.
Yeah, and the most surprising part about this entire game is, we got to give the Browns credit. I mean, the Browns came in and did what they had to do to win. And but I'm very surprised, even though they ran the ball like I don't have it in front of me. I'm going to say almost 40 times, 35, 40 times. They should have ran the ball like 60 times. The fact that they put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hands at all was very surprising, because they could have I think they could have ran away with this game if they handed the ball off every single play.
Yeah, we had no answer. I mean, let's talk about the final 2 minutes. I mean, what is with the team this year inside 2 minutes? Absolutely horrible, absolutely embarrassing. The time clock mismanagement is unexcusable, and I'm sick of getting Mike Zimmer passed. No more. Mike Zimmer is in my shit house. He's in my dog house. Not that he gives two shits about that, but
does not care.
Here's the thing: the defense, as rough as the start as they would, they came together and they played well enough for this team to win. So the Browns finally get that touchdown after 6 tries inside the. The Vikings had a 6-play goal line stand. Finally, in the 7th play, the Browns knock one in, and then you get the ball back. There's like a minute something left. First of all, you're calling timeouts during that, which I was kind of like, why are we calling timeouts? The offense has kind of been struggling here. And then Amir Abdullah, I think it was the 2nd play of that drive, steps out of bounds. Like, why the hell are you stepping out of bounds? You kind of got to go by how that first play goes. If you get yards, great. If not, then run the freaking clock. The Vikings have not been good inside 2 minutes, especially the first half. The entire year, you're giving up an obscene amount of points. And it happened again. That was this huge swing. You give up 11 points. I think it was inside the first 3 minutes or last 3 minutes of the first half, and that changed this whole entire game.
Yeah,
it was just poor clock management. With poor clock management,
and
it's horrible.
I'm sick of talking about clock management. We talk about it all the time, and it's not going to get any better. If it was going to get better, it would have gotten better by now. So we're going to have to deal with this as long as this regime is here. So clock management is going to continue to be an issue. It's embarrassing at times. It's disgusting. It's gross, and we suck at it. And that's just something we're going to have to eat, because I put this all on the coaching staff. I mean, I thought the defense, even though we could not stop the run, I thought they played pretty damn decent. I mean, they showed up. Daniil Hunter was all over the place. Kendricks was all over the place as well. Danzer looked pretty good. Breland got hurt. Lupagus looks like he's got something to say.
No, I was just looking at the stats. No, it was a classic bend, don't break type of performance from the defense, where at times they looked horrible. That 3rd and 22, and you let frickin' Kareem Hunt have a screen that goes for 23 yards. It was absolutely embarrassing. That made me embarrassed to wear the purple colors when you see that. Baker Mayfield high stepping, that probably was a first down. They didn't call that. Again, just horrible run defense. I don't get it. I don't get how you get Michael Pierce, Dylan Tomlinson, and you can't stop the run.
Yeah, when you're going against a quarterback that's 15 of 33 for 155 yards, missing his receivers by 10 yards a pop, just looking disgusting, and you still lose. I mean, Baker Mayfield is handing us this game. The fact that they didn't challenge that when Baker Mayfield did get the first down, then they get a false start and punt it. Yeah. Vikings, I mean, we were handed many opportunities, and we could not take advantage of them. Oh. I mean, we can talk about the penalties. We can talk about how the Kendricks one wasn't a penalty. We can talk about some other penalties, but that doesn't even matter. We should have won this game anyways. We were handed this. The Browns, while they were running up our ass, we still should have beat them.
You should have. It would have been an ugly win, a win you probably shouldn't have had, but definitely one you could have had. With better clock management and maybe a few other calls going your way, I think the Vikings could have won this game. But a couple of things, too. Kirk Cousins, why the hell get the ball back? Was that the 4 minutes left in the game, and he chucks it deep? I mean, Thielen wasn't even open. Why the hell are you making that? Why are you throwing the ball there? Why are you throwing that pass? He wasn't open. You had plenty of time left. You didn't have to force the ball
He
down the
looked like
field.
he was
You didn't
open
get it in
for
one hit.
Greedy
No,
Williams
he was
came in
not
through the
open.
back. I
No.
mean, he looked open.
No, he was not open. He was completely covered.
I'm giving a pass on that. Well, Greedy Williams is coming from a completely
He
different
was
angle.
covered like my butt cheeks are covered with zits. He was
That's
not
gross,
open.
and you shouldn't have those. That's disgusting. But
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's. I mean, the Vikings are now 1-3. We're going. We got Detroit, right, and then I think Carolina, Cowboys, and I can't remember which order.
I think we have a bye in there. Hopefully, we have a bye come back and tie a different roster.
These ones hurt the worst. I mean, when it's this close, 14-7, and we had so many opportunities. Jordan Berry's leg. I don't even know. If somebody let me know in the comments how many punts he had. He's gonna have one sore leg tomorrow. But Jordan Berry, spoiler alert, might be my stud because he continues to boot the shit out of that thing. And when your punter is a stud, you got some serious issues.
Well, yeah. I mean,
how many times did he punt the ball? 10 times.
He punted a lot, and the Browns punted. He had 6 punts, 48.5 yard average.
I know, maybe I'm being a little dramatic on the punts.
58. So, yeah, I don't know. I was really hard on defense. I was tweeting through the entire game because I'm stuck here in quarantine, and I was really rough on the defense like first half, and they kind of, they kind of stepped up the second half. So, and really, look at the second half against the Seahawks. This game as a whole, the defense has been better, but still, the run defense is so bad, and you're not going to win games when you're giving up so many yards on the ground. And our third down defense, we didn't talk about that. It is absolute disgusting. It's horrible. It could be 3rd and 30, and almost every time they'll convert.
When Kareem Hunt busted off that 33-yard run at the end of the half, I actually sat and punched myself in the crotch because that would only happen against the Vikings. I mean,
well, yeah, and of course Chase McLaughlin's going to nail those field goals. It does. I mean, it's just a given. No doubt about that. I mean, it wasn't even close. And he was on our practice squad last year. We could have had him. We opted for Greg Joseph, who didn't even. He kicked 1 extra point today.
Well, he didn't have a chance.
He should have had another chance.
Kirk. I mean, looking back at it, that field goal probably wouldn't have made a ton of difference. Kirk Cousins, did he have his best game? No, but his offensive line was dog shit today. He was 18 for 34. We did get to see a little bit of what we used to see, where Kirk Cousins was getting tip balls left and right. So that came back, which was painful to see. But Kirk Cousins, not a great game. He had some good dimes to Justin Jefferson, had some good throws, but I'm not putting this on Cousins at all. I mean, he had an average game.
No, the reason you lost this game today was run defense. It was coaching,
play calling on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, those are really the things that why the Vikings lost, and it is what it is. But I feel like the Vikings are going to be this team that plays everybody tough. They clearly don't know how to win football games, and I really see somewhere around a 500 finish, give or take.
Wow. Neil Lee is in the house, guys. Wants those Browns. Go Bengals. Jesus.
Go Bengals. Why? I'd rather see the Browns win than the Bengals. Kevin Stefanski, I was really upset with his wardrobe today. Just an orange T-shirt. Come on, Kevin. Maybe a nice. I don't know. I wasn't really impressed with the way he looked.
I thought he looked fine. I mean, I think he was just trying to show off the sculptedness of his body. His shirt was very bright. I look forward to seeing him in the winter. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Well, actually, let's talk about him because in a couple of years from now, he might be the love that we lost. Zimmer, obviously, in his elder age, and if his record continues, is not going to be here very long. And then we're going to have to sit and watch Kevin Stefanski. The fact that he's getting wins with the Browns, just imagine what he possibly could have done with a Vikings team like this, because I'm still not sold on the Browns. Like I said, I'll give them credit. They came out and did what they had to do to beat the Vikings. But when you got that, Baker Mayfield, I'll never be a fan. I said it before. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it for the rest of the time until he actually comes out. He is a poor man's Christian Ponder.
If he would have been even like remotely on today, this would have been like a 3-touchdown loss for the Vikings. He missed so many open receivers. And I was defending him in our live on Wednesday But Baker,
I think
gotta
Blood
be
Eagles
honest,
being mean to us, by the way.
I don't know. He gets
Appreciate
with the
that.
Browns,
Thank you.
but here's a Justin Jefferson pitcher. Baker was awful today, and this loss could have been by 3 scores if he was even remotely on. So, yeah, Baker, just a bad game. I mean, even the one time where Demetri Felton was sitting there wide open for a first down, and he just took it and ran and got hit. It made no sense. And let's go back to a couple things. A couple goofy things we haven't talked about enough, I think, was the Sheldon Richardson timeout that led to that 2-point conversion. Just a bizarre, completely Minnesota Vikings type of thing to happen. I don't know. What were your thoughts on that? I mean, was that just kind of like, okay, here we go?
I still don't understand what happened there, to be honest. I'm very confused what happened there. Was he was calling a timeout because the guy wasn't off the field yet?
Yeah, Armand Watts. You don't know if you're on the field goal blocking unit. I don't understand how that's even an issue. I mean, how do you not know if you're on the freaking field goal blocking unit? Armand Watts was out there trying to send him off.
Hold on. Fart Squad. Come on. Ole Udo's having a damn good year. I love Fart Squad, but I'm not agreeing with this one.
Yeah, I don't think Udo was any. I mean, the issue was probably Rashad Hill, Garrett Bradbury, Ezra Cleveland. I want to say today too had the slowest false start I've ever seen in my life.
I think he was like, oh, I think he was about, oh shit, I can't believe this is happening. I can't stop moving.
But he was moving very slowly. So that was definitely bizarre. The whole series that when they scored the 8 points, just odd and just typical Minnesota Vikings bullshit that we see all the time with this team.
Bradbury, Fart Squad, I'll agree with you on that one. No doubt about it. I mean, the offensive line was gross. I think the Browns only ended up with 2 sacks, right? I mean, a ton of pressures, a ton of tip balls. So they did their job, but it could have been worse. Rashad Hill, definitely not a fantastic game. It'll be very interesting to see now that Darrisaw was actually active this week. Do they hand it over to him next week against the Lions? Because it is a perfect opportunity for Darrisaw to come in against a suspect Lions squad. No offense, Micro Mike. But this is his moment, and I think we will see Darrisaw.
You might as well. Rashad Hill spent more times on his back with his legs open.
Don't say it. Oh, I thought you were going to say
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But this time, why not? Why not make the move? Get Darrisaw out there. We're 1-3. This team isn't going anywhere. You might as well get your first-round rookie out there.
Confidence is just in the shitter right now. I mean, 1-3, 17 games. Lupagus sounds like he is just tossing in the towel right now. I think he's probably going to bust out a mock draft tomorrow to see who the Vikings are taking with the first pick overall.
Kyle Hamilton, safety.
Jesus, first overall safety? I don't think that's ever happened.
There's no quarterback we're taking first this year. No, we're going to end up being – we're not going to get the first pick. We're going to end up getting like 15 to 18 range. That's where we'll end up. We're going to play every team tough. We're going to be a tough opponent, but we don't know how to win football games. That's what the 2021 Minnesota Vikings are.
Blood Eagle
becoming very clear.
Blood Eagle sums it up perfectly. Just sad.
What is a Blood Eagle?
Blood Eagle disgusting. Is I'll explain that later, but it is. It's just I would have rather just got completely dominated, and we didn't. Browns did not have their best game. This was our moment. We didn't do it. And Vikings got to eat shit because of that. And I'm out of beer, and I'm debating if I should get another one or just sit here and piss and moan.
You should go get one. You should go get one. Put Matamita is coming up. I want to talk about that.
Where's Matamita? There we go.
Yeah. Go get your beer.
I will.
I mean, it's frustrating, but I just feel like, we're 4 games in. You lose the first one on a bullshit fumble call in overtime.
Yep,
and you miss a field goal. And you beat the Seahawks. You lose another tough, hard-fought game. It's becoming a trend. This is a team. Yeah, we'll probably beat the Lions next week by 2 scores. And you're 2-3. I think is the bye, and then maybe Carolina, which could go anyway. So I just feel this is a Vikings team that doesn't know how to win, doesn't know how to. And it comes back to the coach. I think Mike Zimmer. The issue on this team, we saw it today. I mean, the O-line is definitely a problem, but defensively, we can't stop the run. There's just no answer for anybody who can run up the middle. And that goes back to the coach because he's supposed to be a defensive-minded guy. And we apparently have the right personnel, but they're not doing their job. So To me, if you got the two guys who have historically been good run defenders and they can't do it, it has to be a scheme thing. It has to be a scheme thing. What is Mike Zimmer telling these guys to do? And I've always been a big Mike Zimmer guy. I've had his back. I've been a big supporter. But this was the game where I'm finally. I think I've seen it where he's got to go. He's not the answer, and I think he's from an era that's no longer. It's just not what the NFL is now. The game's changing. The game has passed him up, and I think Mike Zimmer is. I think it's time. I think it's time to make a move, and I want to go a complete different direction. I want to try someone from no ties, no nothing. Let's start fresh with a whole new regime and see where that brings us. Because right now we're not going to win with Mike Zimmer, and that's apparent. And it's apparent today. All right, let's see. MJB says that was the worst game I've watched the Browns and Baker play since he's arrived. You guys should have won. Yeah, we should have won, but our O-line went to shit, and we couldn't stop Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb. So that's why we lost. That's why we lost this football game. Short Squad 5000 says, I would rather have my wiener chopped off than see another game coached by Zimmer. He went with the word wiener. He doesn't have a cock yet. He has a wiener.
Well, first of all, it's very graphic, but Fart Squad and I feel we have a shared moment here. I tend to refer to it as a pee-pee. So, Fart Squad, I look forward to having a beer with you someday. I don't know what Lupagus has been yapping about. I'm sure it was very knowledgeable. But let me get caught up here. Nice catch all day, DD. KJ Osborne again. Beautiful catch. Beautiful catch. Loved the little end around there to him on the first drive, too. KJ Osborne was wonderful. Miller Lite is a glue for a broken heart. Chad Myers, look forward to having a beer with you too.
We got to credit some of these Browns players though. Denzel Ward is a freaking stud. That guy is good. I mean, sometimes you got to call out good play in the opposing team, and the Browns they played well.
Well, that's what I say. The Browns did exactly what they needed to do to win. They caused ruckus up front. They got in Kirk Cousins' face. They didn't allow Kirk Cousins to have the time that he's had, and when he's had the time, we've seen him. Take advantage of it. He didn't have it today, and they did what they needed to do. And did I mention that Baker Mayfield is not very good?
Yeah, you did, and I agree with you. He was a fucking shit show today.
Oh, Tim Voss. I don't know what this means, but Manomita equals Monster Meat Eye.
I hope Manomita does his studs and turds from the woods again.
Yeah, let's. We're going to be getting close to our studs and turds of the game here, so we're going to put up the link here soon. Also, I'm going to put up a link for our new Patreon page. Lupagus, new Patreon page, $2 a month. That's it. We do a drawing every month. Get some swag. Also, we do a mystery video just for the Patreons and get a shout out. Absolutely. So we just started that. So make sure to join that. Give us a little bit of love. $2. That's that's like a hat. That's 2 Miller High Life lights at a bar.
Yeah, I mean $2 a month. You can get Highlight Magazine was cheaper than that back in the day.
Highlight.
You ever get that? Yeah, you do the hidden pictures.
Yeah, I had friends.
Awesome. Yeah, so did I. And they come over and do hidden pictures with me.
All right. So yes, we do need to give credit to the Browns. In the past, we've been a little bit slow to do that. But yeah, they deserve some credit because the Browns are a team that are going to be scrappy and get some of these wins just like this because they have the defense, they have the run game, and sometimes they're not going to blow them out by 30.
But at what point would you just said you just kind of all in to stop the run? I don't know why that never happened. I mean, Baker was having a shit game. Chubb and Hunt are basically getting what they want. I mean, when did you just sell out to stop the run? I was hoping to see that. They didn't do it. So anyway, I don't know. It's weird because we didn't do well against the run, but I feel like this is probably the best game Delvin Tomlinson has had since he's been in purple.
He has. I mean, he's had some quiet games, but let's one thing we haven't mentioned yet. Everson Griffin. That first time Browns went for it on 4th down. Yeah. Not only does he sack Mayfield, he does like the Superman where he just completely demolishes him, rubbing every inch of his body over his face as he's getting sacked, which was beautiful. Everson Griffin, has he got 3 sacks now? 2 or 3 sacks? So. Hats off to the Vikings for bringing him back, even though that there was a little bit of the whole Kirk Cousins tweets thing, because he has showed up and he showed up big. And I don't care if he just had that 1 sack. He might be my stud.
It would be nice to see someone else. I mean, Hunter had a good game. He was in there. But where's Weatherly? Where is I know Patrick Jones, I don't know if he's even played yet. Where's DJ Wanham? I mean, come on. Someone else has to freaking step up here, and they're not doing it. So Everson Griffin, yeah, I mean, he's playing probably a lot more than we expect him to. And he's been amazing. I love that signing.
Blake Lynch had a good game.
Oh,
Special
God, did he
teams
ever.
has some good stuffs. Nick Vigil is just a guy that he seems like he just has no issues throwing his whole body out on the line, trying to hurt somebody. I mean, he actually looks like he's trying to hurt people.
I actually thought Nick Vigil didn't do much today.
Yeah, I just remember a nice, real good hit on the sidelines.
I don't know. Nick Vigil was like, I mean, where the hell is Nick Vigil today? We need a turnover, and he didn't provide it.
I did love when Cam Dantzler was on Odell Beckham so tight, it just hit him off the back of his effing head.
Let's talk about that because apparently Bashad Breeland had a bellyache or some kind of illness.
Shit his pants.
I like to think it was diarrhea. That's where I like to go immediately with that. And Cam Dantzler comes in, and I mean, Dantzler played pretty damn well. He saw him making some tackles in the backfield, and then he used the back of his head to knock down a pass. So really, I thought Dantzler actually played a pretty good game today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they actually pull the trigger on that and just put him out there. Hold on, I just saw one. Day Walker saying Harrison Smith playing soft. Yeah, not much Harrison Smith action out there today.
I think they're asking him to do a lot of different things. I've seen him up on the line, then he backs out, then he's up, and I would never call Harrison Smith soft because I value my life.
If anything, he's hard. He's hard as a rock. Just like Lupagus on a Thursday morning. Let's see. Nobody played a good game. We lost. Dede Westbrook, feel free to let me know in the comments, but was it just me or half of those fair catches he probably should have took? Didn't seem like anybody was around him.
I don't know. That or should he have let him go is the other question because they bounced into the end zone. I don't know. They're all inside the 10. He did have a catch today. He had a pretty key catch. But at least he's catching the ball. If it would have been Chad Beebe back there, I would hold my breath. Amir Abdullah makes me nervous every time he returns the ball too. So whatever.
Our boy Dave's wondering if you might have a little diarrhea.
No, it was about Bashad Breeland having diarrhea. Bashit Breeland, we call him now. Bashit.
James Jackson.
I don't know. I mean, the O-line was completely overmatched today, and I think that really reared its ugly head as this game progressed, and I think that was a big difference. And then the run defense, especially in the first half, was horrible. So should the Vikings have won? They could have won an ugly game. They could have won a game maybe they shouldn't have, but I think the better team won today.
I think he's saying that we're talking up the Vikings too much.
Are we?
And all I hear is I hear our echo again. I don't know where the echo's coming from.
Oh, mine, it's muted over here. I know what you're hearing. I think you have.
Watch. I'm going to mute Lupagus, and we're not going to hear anymore. All right, he's muted. Don't hear it anymore. It's gone. No, James Jackson. I'm going to say actually, we were horrible. He must have unmuted himself because it's back. All right, I'm going to mute him again. There, it's gone. Stay muted. No, the Vikings right now. Myself, I think Lupagus included. Everybody here is just disheartened. We definitely did not win this game. This was a dagger. It was a game that they could have easily won. They should have won, but they didn't win. Browns did what they had to do to win, and they got it. I'm going to unmute Lupagus. We're going to hear it again.
I'm not doing anything. I don't hear an echo. I don't know. I mean, the Vikings, should they have won this game? I don't know. They couldn't stop the run. The O-line couldn't block. I don't know if they should have won this game. They could have stole it, but I think could they have won? They could have stolen one. I think they could have stolen one.
They could have stolen one. Oh, there it is again. I'm going to mute Lupagus. There, he's muted. It's gone. All right. Well, we should start getting to the studs. We should start getting to the turds. Ethan Griffith says he just wants you to leave and come back. You should. Why don't you try that? There we go. Yes. So we're gonna get to our studs and turds. We want you guys to hop on. Absolutely. Studs and turds in the game. I'm still having some issues as far as who my stud and turd is. I'm not going to say Mike Zimmer should be in the running. All right, Lupagus.
Is it back?
No,
Hello?
we're good now.
Nothing's changed. I haven't done anything since the start of this thing.
All right, but everybody agrees it's on your end. That's all that matters. Because now it's gone. We're studs and turds. We're gonna start to open this thing up. It's time, don't you think? Anything else? We're not gonna wrap this up completely yet, but what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you got Lions next week. I'm assuming that's gonna be a win. You're gonna be 2-3. Is the bye the week after that, or is it Panthers and the bye?
I think it is the bye after the Lions. Somebody correct us.
I mean, you're 2-3. This team should.
I was gonna say, I got one thing that was, I don't know if it's concerning. I don't know if it's just the matchups. Maybe they're like, oh, this guy might be better against this guy. But why the hell was Wyatt Davis inactive, and why the hell was Dakota Dozier active? I do not like the fact that Wyatt Davis is inactive. That's weird to me, and weird meaning concerning, because Dakota Dozier shouldn't be active over my dead grandma, because that's gross. So Wyatt Davis, what the hell?
Well, I think the more concerning thing is, why is Tyler Conklin being asked to block Myles Garrett one-on-one? And that didn't happen just once. That happened a couple times this game. Why that's just an extreme mismatch and something that should never happen.
Dave's giving you some damn pointers. Dave, producer, climbing the pocket. You guys make sure to check those guys out too. I'm sure everybody here has already checked out climbing the pocket, but check them out. I'm a pretty regular viewer.
No, I don't have any speakers on. I have it on over here. It's muted.
I just love the fact how angry Lupagus gets.
I am not doing anything different. I'm doing the same damn thing I do every day.
Look at he's still yelling. Dozier being active is sad, is absolutely correct. Wyatt Davis is better than Dozier, period. I would hope so. Get Konkadonk a blocking point. Konkadonk, not his best game. He had that one bounce right off his face.
Yeah, that was bad. But again, how many were thrown at his ankles and in crucial moments? I hate the Vikings 3rd and 10, and then you throw it 6 yards at Tyler Conklin's ankles. It's not even catchable. You might as well just punt it. Just punt it on 3rd down. I don't even care anymore.
Putting our Patreon link out there one more time. One more sad plug here. Saddle up, $2 a month. Mystery video. Will it be worth it? Probably not, but cheap entertainment, and you get some swag. Maria Beekman wins the hoodie this month, by the way.
Yeah, and she's going to apparently show us how it looks on her, too.
Absolutely. Let's do this. Let's
will you put up Belichick's crew comment there?
This one?
Yeah, so I don't think he's a horrible head coach. I just think the game has passed him up. I think he's from an era where his defense worked, and now it just doesn't work anymore. And I think it's time to make a change. And apparently, the Vikings, there's still a lot of season left, so nothing's going to happen soon. But I just feel like I think the game's passed him up, and I think he needs to go.
Well, what we need to do, what we should have done, is we should have fired Zimmer, and then we should have brought Kevin Stefanski as our head coach, and then hired Zimmer as our defensive coordinator. Win, win, win.
No, our defense has been horrible. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, well, he's got to concentrate just on the defense. He's the whole head coach right now.
His defense is I think it's archaic, and it needs to be done. And it's not working anymore. It's just not working anymore.
The weird thing is the Vikings have even a 500 season. Venomous, our boy, coming through. Love it. Beers on me since I'm working tonight. Can't drown my sorrows. Drink for 2 just help the Patreon. That a boy. Venomous is our guy. Wish you could be on here. I know you'll be here next week, and we'll bring you on. Venomous, OG. So yes, thank you for that. But it's weird thinking. I mean, when's the last time the Vikings just cleaned house? Just started from scratch, because they really haven't. I mean, go back to when they brought in Favre. I mean, they've never really cleaned house. And I'm afraid that this might actually, if this season goes off the rails, might actually happen. And I don't know if I can handle that.
No, I don't think they're going to clean house. I mean, you got a lot of young talent on this team. I think it needs to go from a. I would do it from a coaching perspective. I want everybody. If you make a change, Spielman goes, all the coaching staff goes, and you bring an entirely new unit. That's the clean house that I would do. I think there's still plenty of talent on this roster, and there's good players here and there. So to me, it's all a coaching thing. I think really look at this roster from top to bottom. We should be much better than 1-3 right now. The fact that we are 1-3, it goes back to coaching in my mind.
Robbie, one of our loyal viewers, has a very, very good point that Lupagus already touched on.
Yeah, I mean, why he jumped out of bounds? He probably could have cut that back, got about 4 or 5 more yards, and then let the clock tick. Instead, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense.
A lot of head scratchers in this game, but let's do this.
All right, let's see. We're going studs and turds. Bring them on. I want to hear it.
Hold on, I want to catch up on a few more comments here. Oh, Alexander Madison, 10 carries, 20 yards. Oh, that's surprising.
He tends to go down easily. I was watching that today. Like an arm tackle bring him down. But again, if Cook's hurt, let's just keep Delvin Cook out till after the bye. I don't want to see him next week against the Lions. You're not going to need him.
Not going to need him. We're getting awfully confident for a 1-3 team.
The Lions are shit. There always will be shit.
Is it Dwells or is it D Wells? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much.
If it was D Wells, there'd be a hyphen.
I don't know. D Wells sounds like a much more confident, fantastic name, but D Wells. Dwells. We'll call him Dwells until he corrects us. One of our active viewers as well. Appreciate that. Thank you. Lupagus will put that towards a nice tall beer at the local brewery.
No, I need
Doug
a razor.
Peterson, JJ.
That's what I need. Doug Peterson, no.
Oh, Zach pulling out a real tough one there. That's not nice.
That's rude.
All right, Lupagus, you hold her down. I'll come back, and we are going to do studs and turds.
Take a shit? What do you got to do? All right, I guess one bar is going poopy, something like that. All right, let's look at some comments here. You know what? Sam Sneed is right. We gave up 4 points because of stupidity today. We did. Eric Hendricks hold. He did have some jersey. You could see it, and the refs are going to probably call it every single time. So I don't blame the refs for throwing the flag there. Sheldon Richardson calling timeout. Absolutely stupid. And then the Vikings, when you get the ball back, your offense hasn't exactly been working since the first drive. Why are you not staying in bounds? Why are you not milking the clock? Why are you not – I mean, be aware of that. You know how you've been. You have to go back and look at the way you've been in the last 2 minutes of every single game in the first half of this season. It hasn't been great. You've given up a shit ton of points. How about you try to change that? Stay in bounds, milk the clock. Just, you know what? Go into the half 8-7. That would have been huge. Instead, you don't do that, and you end up down 11-7. And then I still go back to not going for the field goal. That's still chapped my ass. Greg Joseph has been money from
lost by more than
3 yards. But yeah, it goes 10-zip then. It changes the entire game. That's when they drove down and scored after that. I think that was a big momentum swing. And to me, that kind of changes the ball game.
Bob Sweet, you're absolutely right. It is the water bender. I broke the seal. And no, I'm just giving Lupagus shit. I actually wanted them to kick that field goal too. Greg Joseph is that's where he makes it. 50-yard plus is his bread and butter. So they should have kicked it. They didn't. Whatever. On the other side of things, I did like the balls, even though it didn't pan out. But all right, Tim Voss, quick dumper. Actually, use dude wipes one bar. God,
I've seen those. Griffin. What are those? Are those for the front?
I think you can use them for anything. You can catch stuff, whatever. Purple Haze says, calm down. God damn it. Kendrick.
What?
All right, let's do this.
We're 1-3. This team is not going anywhere.
Well, Venomous actually brings up a good point. This is pretty sad. We're We're also numb. We're not really that angry. We're just like, yeah, this is both sounds right. But let's do this. I'm gonna put the link in the description. You guys come on. You got 10 seconds. Stud and turd of the game. One bar to shit his pants. It was close, but I didn't. Usually I'm an AM shitter, by the way. Bob Swede, confidence is high. 14-3. I like it. All right, here's a link. Click on that. Come on. Let us know your stud and turd of the game. Another comment as far as having the same record as the Jets, which I don't like. Ethan Griffith is already in the house. He looks like he's ready to get his mugshot taken. I don't know where he's at. Ethan Griffith, what's up, buddy?
Boys, how are we doing?
Yeah.
Little dude wipes for you there. One bar, change your life. I'm telling you, man.
They're real. They're real.
They're real. Mark Cuban got him on Shark Tank, dude. They're from
Can we
Shark
get a,
Tank.
can we get a
What's up?
demonstration?
They septic safe?
Yeah, what? Yeah, the septic say. Oh, I don't know about septic. They work in plumbing though. They're flushable. I know that. But yeah, we're gonna have to get that guy back on here. Take a turd for us and use the dude wipes. But
Patrick Carms.
hey,
All right,
appreciate
who's
you guys
your
having me
turd?
on. My stud of the game was gonna be Lupagus until the Echo issue because he looked so much better than last week. We loved you last week, Lup. Just it was a rough one.
Feeling better.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But my stud at that point has to be Cam Dantzler. He talked a lot of trash on Twitter. I hate that, but hey, if you're gonna do that, back it up. He did. The turd has to be Mike Zimmer, especially everything he did before halftime, not kicking the field goal, giving up that massive play, Amir Abdullah going out of bounds. All that comes down to coaching and situational awareness. So, hey, I appreciate it, boys. Let's go. School, baby!
Hey, you still in the house?
I want to give him a shirtless chest bump so bad.
Well, I bet you someday you will. We got D Garcia coming on in. I'm seeing some foliage from him as well. What's up, D Garcia?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm not in my car this time, so I do go outside.
This feels
You got a
weird.
haircut too, I think.
I feel like you need to be inside your car.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, who's your stud and turd, buddy?
Where you are, there's no autumn there.
Yeah, it's it's Texas. It's just I'm at my buddy's house. We watched the game and we were grilling and stuff. But as far as turds, I mean, I think you guys are on it. Just coaching and time management for sure. I mean, it's just been bad. I'm just yelling at the screen all the time. As far as studs, I want to say the defensive line. They've been getting a lot of heat, and to be honest, the secondary. I guess maybe because let's give the stud to Breland for being sick, because I guess that's what the answer is there. Because everyone kept saying, "Oh, we need defense." I'm like, I don't know how much more defense they could take. I mean, they had 11 points for God knows how long. I mean, if we can't make anything happen, they were up 4 points for so long. The defense is only going to be able to hold them so long. They're an NFL team. There's only so much they can do if the offense is not doing a damn thing. It just seems, when the offense is on, we can never get a game of like perfect synergy with the offense and defense. It's like one's sucking it up while the other one's doing good. And it's just, as a Vikings fan, do or die.
There it is. D Garcia, what jersey you got on today?
Oh, it's the old school Moss.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Hey,
Retro, baby.
I want to know what was on the grill.
Oh, we some Wagyu sausage and some brisket.
Love it.
The hell's a Wagyu sausage?
It's like I don't know. My buddy gets it all the time. It's delicious though.
Believe him.
It's like some special sausage. They make it from somewhere and import it in here. I didn't know what it was until he told me about it. But it's
I want Wagyu sausage in my mouth right now.
All right, Lupagus and D Garcia, you guys need to take this offline. You're getting way too excited. As always, D, thanks for joining, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for hopping on.
He actually made a good point, and we got Blake waiting. He's going to come on here in a second, but he says we just need to bring it all together in one game, and chances are we'll probably do it next week against the fucking Lions. That'll be the time where everything is on against the Lions, and let's get Blake in here. Blake, my man, we're in the Justin Jefferson.
Blake, there he is.
What's up, guys?
What do you got for
Not
us? Who's
much,
your
man.
stud and turd, baby?
My stud for this game is actually going to be Patrick Peterson. I feel like he finally stepped up into the role that we paid him for. I don't know. I felt like he had a lot of good plays that didn't even go noticed throughout the game, but I feel like his coverage was great. And then my turd is just, I'd say it as like the third down offense. Watching the third down and 13s, third down and 12, third down and 8, and then you dump a ball 2 feet past the line of scrimmage, nothing's going to happen, especially when you're doing it 10 times a game.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks,
Peace
Blake.
out, guys.
Thanks for hopping on, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Love the Dirty Sanchez you're rocking.
He does have a dirty Sanchez, and that's right. Is it? Maybe it's just the Vike. Maybe it's just me. But why do we always have 3rd and 13s, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 9? Why is it ever 3rd and 1?
8-yard ankle passes every single time. And our third down defense is also shit. So third down defense, third down offense, they go hand in hand.
Browns defense is legit. Absolutely, it is. Sam Snead. I will not disagree with that one damn bit. Before leading up to this game, I kept talking about how excited it was about Greedy Williams being able to take advantage of him, and then sure enough, he just picks us off, makes me look like a damn fool.
Oh, that was a horrible throw. It was a horrible decision. Adam Thielen, where was Adam Thielen today? Adam Thielen rubbed.
He
rubbed.
I'm just pissed off in general. Any more studs and turds out there? Hop on. Let us know. We still got a little bit of time here.
There's not 10 waiting.
That's true. O-line, stud, sausage, shit equals Zimmer. Yeah, maybe we need to start renaming this to stud and shit. Turd is a little too nice.
Yeah, turd maybe be a little more PC than what we really feel.
Rancid shit. Matomidai, I'm a little surprised we haven't heard from Matomidai tonight.
There's Matomidai tonight. He is gone. He is so depressed. He is lost in the forest. The Sasquatch has got him.
I hope not. I think Matomidai could take a Sasquatch any day of the week.
Oh, he could take it. Not in a fight, but he could take it.
Well, what's going to be interesting is if we, Lions, I kept saying, like, we're going to see what the Vikings are made of. They beat the Lions and go 2-2. Hope will rise quite a bit because the Browns are a good team. I'm sorry, I meant to say Browns. But now that we are 1-3, and let's say we just squeak out a win against the Lions, or God forbid, let's say we lose the Lions, shit is going to get bad, and it is going to get bad quick.
If you lose to the Lions, you might as well fire Zimmer right now, blow the whole thing up. I would put Kellen Mond in. What's the point? If you're 1-4,
Kellen Mond, that's a little drastic. He wasn't even active. What's his purple haze? Did I miss this? Bradbury bitching to Zimmer? I didn't see that. Is that made up? Purple haze trying to stir the pot here, or is that real?
I didn't see it. I don't know what he's talking about, but at this point, I would put Wyatt Davis in over Bradbury regardless. It wouldn't matter to me.
Is Kwong talking about Matomidai?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Bengals loss is worse because that was an obvious screw job. I'll give you that. First down seemed lazy today.
First down seemed lazy today. I'm not sure what that means.
Everybody else is either too shit-faced or whatever. They don't want to hop on and give us our studs and turds. There it is one more time. If you do,
personally offended.
I'm not that offended. I'm just upset. I still don't know who my stud and turd is. Or can we say it's Zimmer, or is that off the table?
Say whoever you want. You can say it's the special teams coordinator.
Yeah, I guess we could. Uh-oh!
Really loud.
That's because I'm yelling. Look at what we got here. Matomidai.
Yay!
Hey! Sorry.
I'm
not going to be too much. I guess my stud will be Jefferson. My turd will be Zimmer, I guess. I was at work all day. I just got off at 3, and then I had to shop. So I didn't get to see a lot of the games. I saw the last 8 seconds.
Well, your stud and turd were spot on. What are you sporting there? Is that Everson Griffin?
Everson Griffin, yeah. I bought it because it was on the discount rack because he was currently not with the team at the time. Now it was a hell of a deal.
Hell yes. All right,
It
thanks
looks
for hopping
great.
on, buddy. Matamidai is a bargain shopper, and that one panned out. Panned out well.
It was a smart purchase by Monamidai.
Purple Haze, we love you too. Let's
I
do
do.
this. I mean, again, you guys, there's still time. Even if we give our stud and turd, you can hop on, let us know, and be sure. Final shameless plug on the Patreon link. Hit us up, $2 a month. I mean, that's like Waluppagus makes an hour. You guys can handle that.
I wish I made that much an hour. All right, I will start with my stud because, or you want to start with turds? What do you want to do?
We're gonna end on a good note. We always like to end on a good note.
All right, my turd is Mike Zimmer. You can question his coaching decisions much before this, but today was a game where you don't kick that field goal, then you completely botch the inside the 2 minutes, which he's done like 3 out of 4 games this season. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand clock management at all. You got a team coming in that excels at running the football. You can't stop that, which shows to me after spending money on guys you bring in to stop the run, it still doesn't happen. To me, it goes back to coaching, and I think Mike Zimmer isn't doing his job. I do feel the game is passing him up, and I think it's time to make a change. Mike Zimmer is my turd.
If Zimmer's on the table, Zimmer's my turd. Done. And we're renaming this. This is my shit because we are 1-3 and we are beyond the point of turds. We are shit, and it's horrible. So Zimmer, unfortunately, pure shit for this week. Let's go to our studs. I will lead this off because you took it first, and it's a tough game to give studs out to because not really. I mean, Justin Jefferson had a good game, but I'm gonna pass it off. I'm giving it to Everson Griffin. I don't care if he might have disappeared after that sack. He came up when we needed him to come up, and that was a huge fourth down. Sacks Baker Mayfield and put us in a position to really take advantage. Unfortunately, our offense didn't do that, but Everson Griffin just taking it home. I mean, he's proving the fact that he still belongs in this league and still belongs in the Vikings. So Everson, I know you're not watching this right now, but I love you and you were my stud.
It's weird. You think all the guys we brought in, the most impact we've had has been from Everson Griffin and Nick Vigil. I mean, who would have thought that? Going back, you rewind 4 months from now, and someone tells you the 2 biggest impact guys you guys bring in is Nick Vigil and Everson Griffin. Would you think you think it's crazy? You would never agree to that. No way. My stud is a guy who I feel like his first half was better than his second half. First half of this game, he was everywhere, special teams, defense, making plays all over the field. I don't know why he wears a long sleeve shirt, but it's Blake Lynch. Blake Lynch, I feel like he really came to play today, and he played damn well, making some plays. Blake Lynch, undrafted guy from last year, made this team, continues to make plays. I'm very impressed by Blake Lynch, and you know what, Anthony Barr, I don't really care if you ever come back.
That's a little extreme. Anthony Barr, I think I'm starting to wonder if Anthony Barr's legs just fell off. I mean, what is this, 18 games straight? But we'll see. Blake Lynch, I do, regardless of the regime change, if we completely gut this team next year, whatever happens, I think Blake Lynch has put enough on tape where he actually could be a guy that could come in and be a starter in this team because I love me some Blake Lynch too. Blake Lynch did look like a dude today. Says Hot Nut Poncho might be one of the better names we've seen. I wish Hot Nut Poncho would come on and let us know who his stud and turd was, which is here's the final. I want to wear one.
I hope it rains today because I want to wear a Hot Nut Poncho.
Ethan Griffith said Everson Griffin's his cousin. You know what, Ethan? I don't believe you for a second.
I don't think so either.
Rob E said, fuck it, go Steelers. He's jumping ship.
Well, yeah, because they play the Packers. I think that's why he's saying that.
Yeah, you're right. So we got a lot to talk about this week. And remember, hit up that Patreon page. Remember to come back, subscribe, like the videos. I don't care if we go 1-16. We enjoy you guys hopping on these post games, and it's damn fun.
Well, we're not going to go win. It's not the Vikings way. You won't. You'll never go 1-16. You'll never be 16-1. You're always going to be right around the middle, and that's what's going to happen this year. Guaranteed.
Yeah, we could be 2-7, and we're going to end up. Let's see. I got to do the math with the 17, 9-8, and screw ourselves out of a draft pick, and we'll miss out on Rashawn Slater by that much.
That's just what the Vikings do. That's what it does. We love it. It's who we are. But again, you know what? We bleed purple. You love the highs. You love the lows. You gotta take it all in, absorb it all like a big old purple sponge.
Take it in like a purple sponge. That is it for the post game. Again, thanks for everybody hopping on with us. Thanks for Venomous. And who else did we get one from?
D Wang or something.
No, Dwells, D Wells, baby. Yeah. Thank you for that. Close. Hit up the Patreon link. We'll be back. We're still gonna have some winners out of this game. We're gonna still have some losers, and yeah, we'll be back soon.
Remember this before we leave: Pope Francis once worked as a bar bouncer in Buenos Aires.
Don't zone right.